Hi Jason, my name's Byron. How are you today?
Good, mate.
That's good. I'll be your counsellor here at Windsor. How have you been?
Yeah, all right.
That's good. What do you like to do in your spare time?
Fishing, bit of camping, watch a bit of footy,
Yeah,
have beer.
yeah, that's cool. Do you follow a certain footy team?
Yeah, Storm.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they're doing pretty well this season. Hey.
Yeah.
I just thought that we might, before we go into anything, that we just look at the confidentiality form.
Yeah.
Just in regards to making sure that you feel as comfortable as possible throughout this process of talking about your feelings in the sessions. We want to make sure that the process isn't rushed for you, but it's at the pace that you want to, just so we can make sure that there's the best possible outcome for you. So here at are you aware of confidentiality?
Yeah.
Yep. So through the process, the only time that all this information will be taken out of file will be, if my supervisor requests to see the information, just due to not having a look at your situation, but just having a look at my performance and seeing if I'm doing the best by you and the best through this situation. The only other two will be one for a referral, which I'll always have to ask for your verbal and written consent. In case you need medications, like moving forward with this situation. However, I don't think you will, because you seem like you're a very motivated person yourself. But also, if you get into any legal action and the people ask to see your case notes, like the judge asks you to see your case notes, we will have to give them to them. But if not, it's stored away in a file, it's locked up, no one's going to be able to see it. No one from your personal life will be able to access it at all. So just so you know. So have you got any questions on that one?
No.
No? Okay, so if you just don't mind looking at that and having a read and then just signing it, just let me know.
Okay.
But yeah, if you have any questions throughout the whole process, even after you sign that, it's completely fine. Just let me know. Awesome, thank you. Awesome. And, yeah, Jason, do you mind if I take notes today?
No.
Okay, sweet. Just thought I might ask you, what brought you here today?
My eldest sister lives in Sydney, and she was on the phone the other night, and she's worried about me and wanted me to see somebody because she's worried about me.
Yeah, in regards to like what is she worried about? Like your mental health, or have you got?
Yeah, just broken up with my girlfriend of 2 years.
Yeah.
3 months ago. Yeah, just been drinking a bit.
Okay, and how does that make you? How have you been kind of going about that? Have you got other ways except for alcohol that you've been kind of trying to get over the situation, the departure of her in your personal life, or?
Not really.
No?
I don't know. Just don't feel like I can cope. So
Okay.
I've been drinking heavier. And yeah, just fishing, drinking, work. That's it.
So what's So you said that it's a lot of about the departure of her in your life that has caused all the alcohol usage and consumption. Would you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she felt with my alcohol, I started drinking heavier, and that was causing problems
Yep.
in our relationship, and that I wasn't an easy person to get along with, I guess, in that relationship, so I'm a bit frustrated from that.
Okay, and so would you say that there's anything other than her departure that's caused you some drinking? Maybe or part of the departure might be from a little bit of loneliness, or or it's just a lot of anger and just.
Yeah, I don't know, just her going, I'm not coping with life,
Okay.
with her not being there, because I'm used to having her there 2 years and then just gone.
Yeah.
So I'm lonely, I'm sad.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so what makes you want to drink the alcohol? Like what emotions through the hurt from your ex-girlfriend would it be like, how do you use that alcohol? Like, what is your kind of aim to use that alcohol for? Is it to get over the feelings, or is it to kind of just take your mind off it, or?
Yeah, just numb it. And sometimes I'll drink till I black out a bit,
Okay.
like just numb myself. Don't have much else to do in life.
Okay.
Just work, do that.
Yeah. Okay. And have you got a strong like work relationship kind of thing? So like a lot of your co-workers, is that kind of something that keeps you going as well?
Yeah, I work at just a local smash repairs.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Other than work, there's not much else happening.
Yeah. Okay. And has there been anything that's extended just from this alcohol? Like, has there been like, instead of you just blacking out and constantly drinking, has there been kind of situations that your alcoholic self has put you in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So drink driving.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went over to my girlfriend's parents' house.
Yep.
So that's where she lives.
Yep.
And there for a little while, and we'd had an argument.
Yep.
And with that, I got frustrated. I got angry, and I damaged property of the parents' house.
Okay.
And then I had been drinking, and so had an outburst, and I left.
Yeah.
But then I threw a rock through her windscreen of a car.
Okay.
So that was damaged, and
that caused like a bit of a altercation between you two.
yeah, that was already happening.
Okay.
And then threw it in that, and I jumped in my car. We had a boat on because I'd been fishing. Stupidly, I was been drinking, and got down the road not far, and had an accident on the roundabout.
Okay. With your boat attached to the back of your car. Okay. Okay. So, is that what caused your the little bruise on the side of your head, or?
No, actually it didn't. I hit my head. That's from slipping up out in your reception area when I come in today. It's probably a bit of blood there.
Okay.
Receptionist doesn't know.
Okay. All right. Well, like I would kind of support you talking to like the reception when it happened, but that's okay. Like we'll go and after this session, after we've got through everything that we're talking about, before we end the session completely, we'll go and fill out a incident report. There's nothing it's just to put in your file so we can make sure that everything's reported, sorry, and it's just under our health and safety protocols. So if that's okay with you, it's just in regards to making sure that you're as safe as possible and everything's noted. So I've written some things down while you were talking about the situations. So the key risks, so what can happen from your alcohol, or whatever's going on in your life besides alcohol. Drink driving's a big key risk factor. Is that correct? Would you say? Anything to do with your ex-girlfriend?
The relationship,
thinking about it?
and I think that gets me frustrated because we're not together, but I want to be together, and she can't handle like my outbursts and my alcohol. It's all.
Okay. And my third one was disattachment from relationships. So like your sister or something.
Yeah.
Like if she doesn't believe that you're like trying to get better or anything after all her suggestions, maybe, or
Yeah,
like
just try and family don't really understand it.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it's good that your sister's still there, even though she doesn't live here. It's good that she's kind of around still, on the phone. I said another one, and tell me if this one's not. Is it loneliness?
Yeah, I do feel very lonely.
Yeah. Okay. And what about the final one is high anger temper? Just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do just can be something little and I just go off.
Yeah. Okay. And what might cause these risks to arise? Do you think? So do you think alcohol for every single one of them, or?
Yeah, majority. Yep. definitely. Alcohol, anger, frustration, it all comes
Yeah.
back
And
to that.
what about for loneliness? Do you think the departure of your girlfriend of, what was it, 3 years?
Too.
2 years? Would you say that would be one?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, have you got any other ones to add to it? Frustration, anger,
Yeah, just all those frustration, anger,
bit of
lonely,
stress.
stress and sadness.
Yep. Okay. Alright, awesome. So the only kind of way that you cope with these kind of things are through alcohol, is that correct? Yep. Okay. I'm just trying to get about your day with work as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay then. So just Jason, just going back to the situation that you said about the crash. How did that make you feel?
I felt embarrassed. I felt judged because it's only up the road from my ex's house.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I had her parents and her, and I was drunk and I was driving, which was wrong, and then did that, and I obviously hit my head. Could have been worse. We were really lucky, but I also have a job. I have to go to court. So, and with that, if I lose my license, I'll lose my job.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I know what to do. I don't know how much more I can take.
Okay. Yep. Okay. And just little so was there police involved in that?
Yeah, the police came.
Yeah.
And obviously I was over the limit,
Yep.
so that's made me attend court.
Okay, that's
I
right. Yeah.
need to attend court.
Absolutely. Sorry, you did say that. So you did just so I can reiterate a statement. You said that you don't know how much more you can take. Is there, just so I can make sure, is there any thought that's kind of come to your mind about potential suicide or any of that? Okay.
No.
All right. Just so I'm fully aware. Otherwise, I would definitely need to get a bit more services involved to make sure that that doesn't happen, because we can definitely work out the situation. It does seem like a major thing in your head right now, and it whatever is a major thing to you is a major thing, and we're all here to support that. But we can get through this and we can push through that. So just going through something else. So we have reiterated, we have said that drink driving is a big thing. We've said that the disattachment from your girlfriend is a big thing, and disattachment from family members such as your sister could be a big thing, like big risks, sorry. Loneliness and anger temper. So just talking about this, so let me just quickly, drink driving. Okay, yep, so we're just looking at this table. This analyzes a risk calculation table. So what is the likelihood of this happening again? Like, would you say almost certain, likely, possible, unlikely, or rare?
Possible.
Possible? That's good. Okay. And for as well, what would the consequence be, do you think, for that? Do you think catastrophic, major, moderate, minor, or insignificant?
Catastrophic.
Catastrophic?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll just explain what this does. So what this does is you saying possible for the likelihood of this happening again, and the consequence of catastrophic. Then what we do is we line up the level of risk, so extreme, high, moderate, or low, to that final, that's like a total kind of thing. So if we go down here to the likelihood, and you go possible, you keep going where it hits the little column of catastrophic, that says that the level of risk is high in that activity. So we need to just be a little bit like observe that, and that's like one of our pinpoints to like make sure that we get onto that kind of situation, which all of these will be, because it is all intertwined with alcohol, like we did say. But it's just to keep like a kind of level, if you will, on all of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep. Just so we can make sure that that all happens. So interactions with girlfriend, whether that's in your head or actually in person, of X. So you would say the likelihood of something bad happening through this would be
What do you mean, to her or to?
like from your perspective of like anger towards her or any of that.
You're not going to hurt them.
No, I mean like, are you trying to get over it? Like, are you?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
That was terrible. It was like we're going DB bar.
Just press that. Okay, so just going over the second point, which was the risk was frustrations with ex-girlfriends. So this could be anything from thinking about her to, just because that was one of the things that really pushed you to consume alcohol, the breakup and the interaction through mentally and, in person as well. So I just thought for the second one, what would you say the likelihood of the frustrations coming out again would be? Would it be almost certain, likely, possible, unlikely, or rare?
Certain.
Certain? Yep, almost certain. Okay, too easy. So, just let me write it down. Okay, and the consequences of this happening. Do you think it's catastrophic or major or moderate, minor, insignificant? So,
Major.
Major? Yep, that's what I was thinking too. Alright, and second one, disattachment from relatives. What would you say that one was? Would you say it is almost certain that this might happen, likely, possible, unlikely, or rare?
Likely.
Likely? Okay. And with the consequences, would you think this would be catastrophic, major, moderate, minor, or insignificant?
Minor.
Yeah, minor? Okay. Alright. And loneliness. What's the likelihood of this happening? Would it be almost certain, likely, possible, unlikely, or rare?
What was before likely?
Almost certain. Like for like the loneliness to keep on happening. What is the likelihood of it?
Yeah. Likely.
Likely? Okay. Okay, and consequences of this. So catastrophic, major, moderate, minor, or insignificant if this kept on happening.
Major.
Major? Okay. And the high anger temper. What would you think the likelihood of this happening would still be? Almost certain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say that now, but we will work through this and we'll make sure that we can kind of come to a place where you're happy and can work through it. Consequences of this, would you say catastrophic, major, moderate?
Major.
Yeah. Alright. Now that's all the ones that we listed. So the level of consequence for your frustrations of your ex-girlfriend, you said almost certain for the likelihood, major for the consequence. So that would be extreme. So an extreme level of risk. Yep, and that's okay. We'll work through that. Disattachments from family members like your sister, you said likely for the likelihood. And then minor. Yeah, minor. Medium. Medium level of risk. Loneliness, you said likely and major. So that's high again. And high anger temper, almost certain for likelihood and consequence major. So that would be extreme as well. So we'd be looking at the extreme ones first, but again, all of these intertwine because of the alcohol consumption. But yeah, we would definitely be going through that. So how do you feel about this journey moving forward? Do you feel very positive, or do you have some concerns about it, or?
Yeah, I can't keep going on.
Yep.
Can't keep feeling this way. I could lose my license. That's my job. That's my income.
Yep. Okay.
I feel really good.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. Do you feel like you've got a little bit of hope that you can turn it around and that we can kind of work it out? I know there's a lot of feelings that kind of influence the other way.
Yeah, mate. I hope so. That's why I'm here. Like, it wasn't from a little sister. I call her my little sister, but my big sister. I probably wouldn't be here, to be honest. Like, turn up.
Well, I think it's so lucky that you've got someone there. Even if all your other family aren't very close with you, at least she can still reach out and a lot of people don't know about counselling and how to get some help like that. But it takes a very brave person to open up about their feelings, and no matter what kind of human being or what kind of background, what kind of spirituality, it's very brave. So I do commend you for that, because it is difficult. I'm a human too. It's very difficult to do that, but you've come in and you've been very confident, and you've believed in our process of trying to do the best by you, and that's what we're here to do. So yeah.
Thanks.
So just so I can make sure, because you obviously said that there was no kind of influence like from yourself about kind of potential suicide. I will give you a little bit of a few numbers if you ever need. So this will include like 1300 Blue, Lifeline, suicide hotline. So these all will contain like a kind of last resort if you ever need. These people are also like me and like my organisation at Windsor. They're all about trying to help you. So they're never going to try and take advantage of you, and we don't want it to ever reach that point of kind of trying to be closer to the end of your life, because you've got so much more to offer to this world, and we don't ever want that to happen. Okay. Yeah. So there's the little numbers for you. So just keep that in like close by, so you can. They're all there to help you. You might not know them, but you didn't know me before this session, and I think that you've really made me a more aware human being, and I hope that through the process I can kind of help you a little bit more, because I know that that's what we're all about, and we can do that for you. So yeah. But before we end up, if you haven't got any more questions.
No.
No. So before, like, I do appreciate your time, as I've said, and I really appreciate how open you've been. We will go now to go and do that incident report, just in regards to trying to make sure that everything's reported, and I guess kind of got your support as well. So we'll go and do that now, and then we'll say our goodbyes. But I thank you so much as well for coming along. So thank you so much.
Thanks, mate.
Awesome.
Thanks.
All right.